All right, so jumping right in, we're actually going to do something a little bit different for the episode today. You know, this whole channel is really created just as a creative outlet for me. I'm actually a developer, a programmer myself, not very much of an artist, and so I wanted to learn how to do some art. And so we started learning 2D animation. You can see a little bit of that here above my head. And then 3D animation and motion capture. That's the 3D Timmy you're looking at. But I think one thing I need to work on is content and signal to noise ratio. I have a tendency to ramble a little bit, to talk more than I need to. And so what I'm going to try to do in this episode is to have a very high signal to noise ratio, try to give you a lot of value without as much kind of chitter chatter. There'll be more chitter chatter on the Saturday episodes of The Gauntlet. That's a show I do with Jay Crypto, Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. But for this episode and for a couple episodes, you know, maybe one episode per week, I really want to do a rapid fire update so that I can develop that skill. I think I need to. And so jumping right into it then, our first story is a quick update about the TIM1 staking pool. Now, this is the official staking pool of the channel. The website is timmyverse.com, timmyverse.com. The pool ticker is TIM1. And the big update is that, you know, I've been adding a lot of functionality to timmyverse.com. I showed you some of this a couple days ago. When you go and put your ADA handle or your received address in here, you can see your delegation history. And by next Monday, I'm going to have the functionality here. I'm just testing it now. It's actually already built, but you're going to be able to have a separate box here, which will give you instructions on how to get the free 10 Epoch supporter NFT. Well, it's almost free. We're going to ask you to send us 4 ADA, and then we'll send you back 1.5 ADA and the NFT. So it'll cost you about 2.5 ADA, and that's just because of the Cardano transaction fee, and because I can't send you an NFT by itself, I need to send around 1.5 ADA, and so that's just how Cardano works. So that should be online by next Monday, just testing it now, and so that's at timmyverse.com. But there's been a ton of value independent of this already added. I need to give you some updates, and there's some big ones coming as well. The first one is, if you go to vm.adaseal.eu, I'll put the link in the description, vm.adaseal.eu, you can see this vending machine here. And you can go ahead and actually put your address into here. It can, just like timmyverse.com, it can be a stake address, a receive address, or an ADA handle. And when you hit check rewards, this is where you can get a bunch of tokens. Now, a lot of these tokens are available to other pools, but some of these are exclusive only to the TIM1 delegators. And actually, if you go to the vm.adaseal.eu page, you can click distributions on the left here, the distributions tab. And if you do that, you'll be able to scroll down. And there's a special section here. Well, oh yeah, one thing is, all these at the top, everybody can get, including Hosky. If you're a big Hosky fan, everybody can get those. You just have to have 50 ADA staked with TIM1. And then if you scroll down, you'll see a special section for TIM1. That's you guys. And so here, you can get 30 NIDO every epoch. And this is only for TIM1 right now on this vending machine. And 30 NIDO, it used to be 10. But NIDO, in his great generosity, actually contacted me yesterday and said, hey, let's bump that up to 30. And so now you can get 30 NIDO every 5 days, and then 1,000 Pineapple. Now, Pineapple is this really fun, kind of cool coin that was created last week by NIDO and Redos. Redos is the moderator for Pavia, and NIDO is just this amazing Epoch Cardano musician and creator. And so they created Pineapple last week amidst the Pineapple Pizza drama. And so it's a really fun token that's available exclusively right now for the TIM1 pool delegators. And so you get 1,000 every epoch, every 5 days. And what's cool is, compared to drip drops, these actually accumulate. So you don't have to come every 5 days. The Pineapple will expire after 5 epochs. So you can actually keep it on here for around 25 days, and it'll just keep adding. So after 25 days, you'll have maybe 5,000 Pineapple in here. But then it starts to get bad, right? Pineapple is a fruit. It gets rotten. And so we left this at 5 epochs. It'll keep saving up to 5 epochs. And then the NIDO token saves up to 10 epochs. So you can just wait, and you'll see around 300 NIDO in here available for you to get in one shot. And so that's pretty cool. You don't have to come every epoch and pay the small transaction fee as often as drip drops. So that's available just for TIM1 delegators, as well as all of these ones at the top. And there's also the Coke coin. You'll remember the Coke coin has a special partnership with TIM1. You can get 100 million Coke coin. It's just for these, I think we counted 15 pools. 100 million Coke coin every 5 days. So that's pretty cool. I want to talk just a little bit more about some of the other benefits and like, why would you want NIDO coin? Well, NIDO actually released a brand new album just last week. It's called Epoch. You can go to his official website. It's called officialnido.com. If you go to officialnido.com and you go to EPs, you'll see Epoch here. This is his brand new album. I was listening to it all weekend. It's super, super good. It's a synthwave kind of retro music vibe, but it has vocals. It has really cool lyrics. I'm actually going to play it for you in a second. And the way this works is it only costs 15 ADA, and you can get 3 songs, 3 tracks. You can play them forever. You'll have them as an NFT. So it's 15 ADA, but he asks that you have 60 NIDO sitting in your wallet. So you have to have 60 of this NIDO token, which you can get for free by delegating to TIM1. If you have 60 of these, you can pay 15 ADA. You don't actually have to send him the NIDO. He only needs the ADA, but a way to show his support is you say, oh, hey, I have these 60 NIDO tokens, almost like as a show of support. And so that's pretty cool. And so that's an early utility for the NIDO token and for delegating to TIM1. I actually just want to play like a small track, a small sample of his music. I really like the third one called After the Storm. Time to Go is really good as well. But let's actually just listen for a moment to After the Storm.
You and me, we both live life at full speed, easy to see. When we collide, no one walks away easy.
Cool. So that gives you a sense. It's kind of upbeat. It's kind of happy. It feels like summer somehow. This music reminds me of summer. It reminds me of spring. It makes me want to go outside. So I really love this song, After the Storm. It's a great name, After the Storm. It's like there's this kind of rejuvenation, this kind of refreshed spring feel to that song. After the storm, let's go outside. And I feel that. It's super, super cool. So that's Epoch, the album. You can get it at officialnido.com. And if you're staked to TIM1, you'll be getting that coin. There's a bunch of coins we have. NIDO has given us a million NIDO coin. You can see it here. It's in one of the pool wallets. A million NIDO coin we're going to be giving away to TIM1 delegators and channel supporters. We'll do some events, but a million coin. And then we've got 10 million pineapple. 10 million pineapple to give away to TIM1 delegators. So that should be a lot of fun. And you can see that I've gone ahead and purchased the album here as well. So that's very, very cool. The pool also has been growing in delegation. Just a couple hours ago, actually, we had 100,000 ADA delegated to us. Just in Epoch 328 here. So we're getting close to 700,000 ADA now, which should help us start producing blocks more often. I'm hoping, maybe Epoch 329, the next Epoch, or the Epoch after that. I'm really hoping we'll get another block. But the more ADA we get, the more often we'll be creating blocks. So this is good. Now, this was actually delegated to us by a project founder, one of the Cardano blue chips. You guys all know this project. And I'm working with them. I'm talking to them. I'm hoping to do a special announcement with them next week. And I'm hoping it can be some really good utility for TIM1 delegators. I'm hoping it can be maybe an extra token that we can give away only to TIM1 delegators. I think that could be pretty cool. If any of you are detectives, you can take a look at maybe figure out what project that might be. But hopefully I can announce that in the next couple days. More utility coming for TIM1 delegators. So there you go. There you have it. A quick update on TIM1. And now let's get into the rest of the stories. All right, so the first really quick update I want to share with you is actually the Cardano TVL situation. This is the total value locked in all of the DeFi protocols on Cardano. So these are protocols, you can see them here, MinSwap, which is doing really, really well, Sunday Swap, Muesli Swap, 8ax Pro. You can see that these have some value locked, people that are providing liquidity and doing yield farming. And so if we count up the value of all of that liquidity, it's over 300 million now in Cardano. And you can see here, we really just started in late January. So it's been about 2 months now. We went from 0 to 300 million. If you turn on staking, we're actually above 400 million now. Almost $500 million in TVL locked. And this is before the big hard fork that's coming in June. That a bunch of protocols are waiting for this June hard fork, and that's when you're really going to start to see the floodgates open in terms of project launches. So we're over 400 million. If you turn off staking, our chart looks like this. But I thought I would show a couple of the other charts. We're often compared to Solana. and this is what their chart looks like. I don't mean to laugh. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this is the Solana chart. It's really just falling through the floor while we are blasting through the ceiling. You can see here, not a great story. Now, part of this is just because the USD value of Solana has dropped quite a bit, and then so have other cryptocurrencies. But even while Cardano's value might have dropped, our TVL is still going through the roof. And once Cardano really starts to pick up in price, this is going to skyrocket. Not financial advice, that's just my belief. But you can see Solana is a completely different story for the Solana bag holders. And then, even Ethereum, Ethereum chart, this is what 2022 looks like so far. A pretty big downtrend there. It's really taken a drop from 170 billion to, getting down to almost half that, 115 billion there. So you've got a big downtrend, a bigger downtrend, and then Cardano is kind of doing something a little bit different here. So there you go. So that's the DefiLLama, DefiLLama.com. You can click chains on the left and scroll down to Cardano. We're coming up the charts now. We're at 23, which is funny because when I started recording this, I think we were a little bit lower, maybe around 24. I guess if I turn on the staking, we come up. And so there you go. When we started tracking this on the channel, we were at 48, right? Just a couple weeks ago, and right now we're at 24. So that's pretty cool. The DefiLLama story for Cardano. Something else I wanted to get on your radar was this tweet from Grayscale. I think it just came out a few hours ago. Yeah, the morning of March 22nd. And so basically they're launching a new fund. And the fund started on March 16th. And it had the most ADA. It had more ADA than any other alts here. More than Solana, more than Avalanche, Polkadot, Polygon, Algorand, and Stellar are also in this new fund created by Grayscale. I thought it was really cool that they actually decided to have more Cardano than any other of these protocols. Sometimes people say, oh, Cardano is growing so slowly. It's going, it takes too long to develop. Well, Grayscale, who's, a very, very sophisticated investor, they've got a ton of funds. They've basically over allocated Cardano. They're their biggest bet amongst these peers in this fund. They're saying Cardano is their pick. Pretty close to Solana, I'll be fair. But we'll see. The price of Cardano since March 16th has increased a lot more than Solana. So I would speculate that this number is there's probably a bigger gap here between Cardano and Solana, which is cool. I look forward to seeing the updated version of this. But I wanted to share with you that Grayscale, a very big kind of mutual fund like ETF company, investment company, is starting to put their money where their mouth is and really set Cardano apart. So that's a beautiful story for us this morning. So also kind of in the DeFi arena was this really cool update. This was a reply by the Genius Yield official Twitter account. It's a reply to a tweet from Ada Whale. Big fans of Ada Whale. We follow him. If you don't, then you should. Big shout out to Ada Whale. And he was listing some of the up and coming big launches in Q2, and there's just a ton. It's like a non-stop march of launches that are coming in the next few weeks and months. And Genius Yield replied and confirmed that yes, they are on track for a launch in Q2. That means April, May, or June of this year. But what I really liked was this down here, and I don't know if this gets enough coverage. They say that we will also allow users to earn their regular ADA staking rewards while providing liquidity on the liquidity pools. Now, this is really, really huge. Right now, like if you provide liquidity to some of these DEXs, you basically need to provide both pairs usually into the pool. So in the case of MinSwap, you would apply some Min token and some ADA, or maybe some Pavia token and some ADA. Whatever the pair is, you provide both of those. But while you're providing that ADA, you're not earning the regular 4.5, 4.6% ADA staking rewards. And so that's always been a big trade-off. But now you're going to be able to provide liquidity with Genius Yield and earn liquidity fees, hopefully earn some yield farming fees. They're going to have a really cool smart optimizer AI to give you the best yield farming results. You can kind of choose which strategy you want to go with. So you'll be able to get a bunch of the liquidity providing fees that the other DEXs and DeFi protocols give you, but you'll also be able to get your regular ADA rewards. You no longer have to sacrifice the regular staking you get as part of the Cardano Ouroboros protocol. And so I think that's super important that Genius Yield is going to let you continue to earn on that ADA. While your ADA is sitting in the liquidity pool, you're going to be able to earn staking rewards. They say your regular ADA staking rewards. That's huge news. Big shout out to Genius Yield for doing that. And full disclosure, I am an ambassador for them. And so that's how I was able to, I obviously read all of their tweets. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Do some of the other DeFi protocols give you ADA rewards while providing liquidity now? Or have any announced that they will? Because this is really, really huge to me. I don't like that if I want to participate in DeFi, I have to lose my delegation rewards, especially since I'm running TIM1 Stakepool. All of my ADA is delegated to TIM1, and so I haven't been able to participate in a lot of liquidity providing. But if they can continue to keep my delegation, maybe it won't be actually delegated to TIM1, I guess, if it's sitting in a liquidity pool. That's a good point. But if I'm earning the rewards, I still think that's really, really cool. Are other DeFi protocols doing this? Let me know. And then they also have announced today that they're going to be doing another ISPO round. So if you want to earn some of their GENS token, they're giving away 5 million more of the Genius Yield official token, the GENS token. And the way this is going to work is it starts in Epoch 331. That's on April 5th. So it's going to start on April 5th. You're going to need to delegate ahead of that time, right? If it starts Epoch 331, you're probably going to need to delegate around Epoch, 328, Epoch 329 to make sure that your ADA is already assigned to them when it starts on 331. And then it runs until June 15th, Epoch 344. And so if you delegate to some of their pools, Gens 1, Gens 3, Gens X, you'll be able to get Gens rewards at 100%. You'll be losing all of your ADA rewards. Or you can delegate to Gens 2, and you'll get half of your ADA rewards, and half of it will actually be Gens rewards. So if you're interested, take a look at that. But right now, all of their pools are oversaturated. I mean, it's just incredibly popular, and there can only be around 65 million delegated to each pool. Beyond that, you just won't earn full rewards, and so you don't want to do that. So if you're going to do this, just make sure that you're not delegating to a full pool. Check out the the saturation first. Actually, maybe we can do that right now. If we go to pool.pm and bring up Gens 1, you'll see what I mean. Right now, it's at 68 million. And so if you delegate, you might not get any rewards. There's no room left. And so what you're going to want to do is join their Telegram channel, join their Discord. They usually let people know when room frees up, and they'll announce, oh, hey, there's now, another 100,000 rooms, someone undelegated, and then you can go ahead and do that. But if you want to stick with TIM1, we're very happy to just have you stick with TIM1. We're going to give you a ton of utility. I hope to announce a really cool partnership with another project in the next few days. But big shout out, really cool that Genius Yield is giving away more of their GENS token. And really cool point here about when you're providing liquidity on Genius Yield, you'll still get your ADA rewards, your delegation rewards. Wow. All right, so another big story in the Cardano ecosystem over the last 24 hours, really, was this tweet from pool.pm. This is the small stake pool. And they discovered that 23 Cardano stake pools were created within just 12 hours, yesterday and the late hours of Sunday. And instantly, these pools were filled with 62 million ADA stake. And so basically, this is a giant whale with 1.5 billion ADA. 1.5 billion ADA was spread out across these 23 brand new stake pools. And what's really, really cool is that this now has increased the total percent of ADA staked. We got a huge bump, and you can see that here. Look at the bump. It was going down a little bit, 68%, 0.27, 0.24, and then boom, right back up there, looking beautiful at 72% right now. It actually might be a little bit higher, maybe when this gets updated, because pool.pm here is saying close to 74%. I think you can actually see that on pool.pm if we bring that up here. So I think you can do the math here, 73.5%. So a huge bump. You can see that on both of these charts here. Caused by this huge batch of 1.5 billion ADA. Now, we're not sure yet who it is, unless, when I was reading this last night, no one was sure. If you have any ideas or speculation, go ahead and throw it in the comments. Who do you think this might be? Who has suddenly added 1.5 billion ADA to the stake pool? Is it an individual? Is it an investment company? Is it an exchange? There's a bunch of speculation in the Twitter thread, but I'm not sure people are agreed. Maybe update me. Has the community figured this out? But whatever the case, it's not just moving ADA around. This is an increase in the stake pool delegation. You can see that here. This is a huge net increase. And so that's really, really encouraging. Beautiful to see there. The more stake we have, the less is on exchanges. And so that does help with price and price discovery by having less supply on the exchanges. You can imagine the Cardano ADA price to go up when things are locked into the staking. And it's not even really locked because you can take it out at any time. But when people are staking, they're showing they're interested in rewards and earning that kind of interest yield versus selling it. And so we want to see the stake number go up. Number go up is good. So 74% is a very, very good number. It's been a while since we saw the number that high. I'm not even sure if we have. Like, I think we've seen 72%, 73%. Have we ever seen 74? So very, very good news here. And now another quick update that's happened in the Cardano ecosystem in just the last few hours. This one actually came out yesterday, and it's the announcement of a new launch, a new rebrand for the ccVault wallet. Now, many of you are big fans of ccVault, and I've used it. It's pretty cool. It's a browser-based wallet. It's very, very light, very, very fast. The UI is very, very easy to use. So I definitely like that. But they've renamed themselves Eternl. And so their new Twitter alias is @Eternl Wallet. You can see that here, @Eternl Wallet, and they're spelled Eternal without the A. And so this is a full rebrand, and they're going to be redesigning a brand new UI. Right now, I've always felt like their UI is really fast and light, but it's kind of like programmery, right? There's a lot of text, there's not a lot of branding or graphics, which makes it fast and light, but it does feel like it could benefit from more of a UI refresh. I think that would actually increase the trust value the more your UI is developed. And so anyhow, it's ccVault.io. That was their old website, but now they're rebranding, and they're also partnering with Artifct. So they've announced here that they've got a partnership with Artifct to help take their vision to the next level. They're trying to build a best-in-class wallet experience across web and mobile. And now I found that pretty interesting because I don't think we've seen a really popular or successful mobile Cardano wallet yet. Actually, is there a mobile wallet yet? I'm not sure I've even seen one. And so I think there's a huge opportunity here for them if they can do a nice kind of native mobile app. And so, yeah, that's Eternl. Artifct and Eternl partnership, and ccVault basically is now Eternl. And the tweet thread here says that over the next few weeks, over the next few updates, the app will have a new name, a new logo, a new UI. So I'm really excited to see what their new UI looks like. And then they're going to have a new feature called the staking vault that they're going to be talking about. So, as I said here, exciting times ahead. A lot of stuff coming out for ccVault. If you're a big fan of theirs, you're going to want to know that they're now Eternl @Eternl Wallet. If you go to their actual Twitter feed, there's a Linktree link here, and you can click this and get links to their browser extension, which is still called ccVault on the Google Play Store. They say they're just waiting for Google to process their renaming application. So it's still ccVault here, but it's going to be Eternl. And then there's links here to their website, and you can see it still kind of looks and feels like ccVault here, but it sounds like there's a whole new UI coming in the future. All right, and so the last story for today's episode is actually an update from a friend of the channel. This is Christopher Williams. He's a friend of the channel and a friend of mine, a friend of Timmy's. His Twitter feed is @AdaCryptoGeek. I'd love to see what he does with the Crypto Geek brand. I think that's a pretty cool idea. But Chris basically is a designer, a graphic artist, and has a merch store, and he's created a bunch of beautiful Cardano-inspired designs. You can see this one here. The more you try to suppress Cardano, the more obvious its need becomes. And so his website, you can click to it from his Twitter profile, yearsofcryptocurrency.com. And this is not a sponsored post. We're just big fans of Chris, and he's a friend. And you can see here, I hope it's okay to call you Chris if you're listening. Maybe I'll just say Christopher. But Christopher has a bunch of Cardano and other crypto-related designs here on his site, but I really like this kind of new one here, and the white cup really stands out to me. And he's actually offered a discount to the channel. If you are a TIM1 delegator, or even if not, really, you just need to know the promo code. But if you're a TIM1 supporter of the channel, look at this, a beautiful mug. You can go ahead and kind of choose your color, add to cart, go to checkout if you're interested, and if you make your payment, you can use the promo code TIMFAN. So TIM FAN. So I'll put it here like this: TIMFAN, TIM FAN. And if I hit apply, there you go. I think it's 15%. This is worth 15% discount, which is pretty cool. You can see here the price came down quite a bit there. So TIM FAN is the discount. Yeah, you can see it there, 15%. So I saved almost $3 on that transaction there. TIM FAN. So thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Christopher, for setting this up for us. If you want to follow him, he's @AdaCryptoGeek. 51 followers right now. Can we make that 55? Maybe 4 of you want to get over there and help Christopher increase his following, and check out his merch. Let me know if you're interested, and let me know. Do you think we should do some Timmy merch? I don't know. I mean, I've never I'm not sure. I think maybe down the road we will. But I'd love. Are you guys interested in Timmy merch? If you are, maybe I can partner with Christopher and maybe we'll do some merch together for you guys. But it's not something like I don't want the channel to become too shilly, and you guys already support me enough. But it's an idea. It's an idea. But you can check out what he has here for Cardano right now. Anyhow. So that's the show today. A big shout out to all of you for watching. Big shout out to everyone who's been delegating to TIM1 at timmyverse.com is where you'll be able to get the free NFT in the next couple days. That should be up by Monday. And let me know, what do you think about this style of episode? A lot of short stories. I think the TIM1 story at the beginning was a little long, but all the middle stories were pretty fast. What do you think of this style? Do you think I should continue to try to have like short articles like this, or do you like the deeper dives, or maybe a mix of both? Maybe I should just continue to doing a mix, but I want to try to have some shorter to the point stories, just so I can get better at doing that. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for continuing to support the channel. I know there hasn't been a ton of episodes lately. It's because I've been so busy creating this website and getting ready for the giveaway. Basically, I had to create a whole new vending machine, a whole NFT minting machine, and so that's mostly done now. But that's kept me pretty busy. So hopefully once that's done, we can start making more videos. And yeah, thanks for your support. Meow.